What's up, guys? I'm Shane, and welcome back to the UConn Sim Dynasty. This is the initial board. We're still in the off-season, and I'm just showing you guys that it's even worse than last season. We got a couple 68 overalls here. We do need a cornerback. We do need some linebacker help, so they're decent finds, but there's no one else on this initial board worth going after, and this is the best of the people who we were already on the boards for. Alright, now, as far as the schedule, I just went through and put some winnable games on there. Nothing, too crazy. Red shirt, so again, McIntyre here caught it. That 69 overall halfback, because why not? You never know. All these wide receivers we just brought in this year. The tight end. I am tempted to get Barrett, but maybe next season. I'm still on the fence about Mullins, but I don't have another center, so I can't anyways, but I kind of wish I had. Maybe I'll do it like a junior year if I've got, because he'll be a junior. Hagan will still have one more year, so maybe I'll redshirt him just to maximize it so he can maybe get drafted. This random 69 overall tight end, or right end, got a red shirt. Both the D tackles. I ended up giving it to Atkins because he's going to be the nickel corner. He'll be the nickel corner next year anyway. It's only a 1 point difference, so again, I might as well just try and maximize him. And if they transfer because of this, well, then I screwed up. McPherson here is going to catch a red shirt because he's a transfer. And the kicker and punter, I can't red shirt because I need him anyways. So now we're going to jump forward to, like I said, week 2, week 3 probably. We'll take a look at the low lock and see how it's working out. All right, so we are in week 3 now. I already took care of low lock last week. We simmed forward a week to see how it would go. And a couple prospects fell through. There was a 79 overall offensive lineman who I wanted to get my hands on. 79 overall D-end. Those both fell through. That sucks. But we got Logan Mosby, Daniel Cooper, Reggie Cochran. Some pretty good athletes this year. We got the number 9 and the number 6 athlete in the whole country right here. We're creeping up on their board after last week. All 3 of these guys are cornerbacks. I'm going to go hard at cornerback if I can. If I can get 1 or 2 of them, we're all set. If I get all 3, we are golden. On top of that, I got Roger Jacobs. He's a junior, but a 79 overall D-end. I'll take him, redshirt him, whatever it may be. Vincent Hayes, he's a gem of a guard and 75 overall. Walk right in and start probably. Brian Mangum, I mean, we need some offensive linemen. Willie Harris, we don't need safety right now, but catching a red shirt, everyone will be a senior right when he comes off the red shirt, and he'll walk right in and be a starter. Nate Carter, I just want to add 1 or 2 wide receivers a year, just sort of keep everyone sort of flowing. So if we get our hands on him, great. If not, I mean, if we don't get another single wide receiver this year, that's fine. And some of the lower guys here. So Chad Joseph, who I actually have to bring in for a visit in the next couple of weeks. 68 overall outside linebacker, that's fine. Martin Nelson, we're slowly gaining on Boston College. I mean, if, I'll take as many corners as I can get. 65 overall guard. Again, just take some backups at this point. And then this guy, Jacob Parker, he's the only other player who I really wanted to grab from low lock at the moment. The problem is, as great as low lock is, there are some people who sort of come in and out. Josh Dunn is pretty good. Williams is kind of good, but I think Wisconsin's going after him. He should probably come off my board soon. Babatunde Hardy here. I love having that great first name and then just Hardy for last name. Just a great combo there. And then Max Suggs, we're number 1 on his board. He was a 58. I was hoping he would be a gem, and he was the complete opposite. So he's just on the board because. So nothing too great this year outside of those, athletes, obviously. But, I'm going to keep going forward and keep hoping that some other players sort of like fall through the cracks and I can add a couple more people to the board as it goes. But this, so far, we're off to a good start. We have our first game of the year against New Mexico. Like I said, I sort of added some easy wins. Not realizing how good we were. We have a shaky bar in our favor on offense. So we are the 2nd best overall team in the conference. We are just slightly better than Houston and just slightly worse than UCF. But we're the best in our division, so hopefully that helps us out. I'm hoping for a bowl game at least this year. Like 7-5. I know we have a pretty good overall team. If I was playing, I would be like aiming higher. But as far as the sim, I'm hoping for 7-5. Oh, and also, because I didn't check it last season, and I forgot the stats and everything. So we had 3 conference All-Americans, no All-NCAA. We had our kick returner, because he's incredibly fast. He was first team all-conference, and then we had our halfback and our right tackle were second team all-conference. You know, not bad for Kellen Smith. At least he made all-conference. I'm hoping Lowe has a good season. Oh, his awareness is already 99. Never mind. I was going to say, I hope he can get some more awareness. Maybe he can get drafted. No more awareness. He might be like a 7th round pick, but I doubt it. Nah, he's under 200 pounds. Never mind. He can't get drafted anyways. And our right tackle here. This was a guy who was All-American for us. Cool. 84 overall. But yeah, Lewis, good kick returner. I wish I had him. Like, I wish I was using him. 93 speed, 98 excel, and 91 agility on top of it. 1 by 3 touchdowns. Cool. All right, we get the lead on Mosby. LSU, I think, is coming after Cooper here. Oh, no. Okay, we're creeping up. It's just slow. Got the lead on Cochran. I mean, we're in contention for him. Of course we are. We're going to offer all these guys scholarships, too. Hayes, it looks like we're in contention. It's going to be slow going, though. Mangum. Cool. Harris. Again, these people are kind of luxuries. Carter. And then these guys down here, it looks like Syracuse just sort of decided they want to have a go at it. Oh, no, they're still falling behind. They're not scheduled to have a visit until week 14. We'll have them signed by then. I didn't offer this guy a scholarship. I don't think I'll waste it then. And this guy, we're actually have a little bit of a chance here, so I'll offer him a scholarship as well. All right, we're still hanging around for Dunn, so I'm going to offer him a scholarship. I got another 250 points, or 150 points. And then what we'll do, there's still some people falling off the board. Next week, I will clear up some space and scout a few more people, just so I can have these points going to these people for now. And all right, I forgot, I haven't looked at any of the other pages. Honestly, like, I've been so focused on recruiting, I forget there's other stuff to look at. So right now, we're the number 70 team in the entire country. Seems like a slap in the face. We're pretty decent overall. We're better than Rutgers. But in 2015, we're going to go to 40. 2016 will be 26. 2017 will be back down to 39. So, like I said, we got a couple seasons here, so I got to add a couple more strong recruits, keep us going. And eventually, it shouldn't take too long, maybe 4 seasons before I can keep us consistently in the 99s. Or, like, not the 99s, but the, like, you know, mid-90s or whatever. And as proof here, it's not the modified North Texas roster. This is just a crap one that they already start with. So we should be able to annihilate them too, especially considering we're home. Let's impress these first 3 recruits. Ah, no one signed. Dang, I was hoping we'd sign one of them. Yeah, all right, this is all going pretty smoothly. We got the lead now in that corner. Again, this guard, I'm not even worried about offering him a scholarship for right now. Okay. I think everyone I'm giving points to right now, I gotta check Parker here. No, we're getting on Parker. And done, we moved up the board enough. So yeah, everyone we're giving points to right now, we are taking the lead on all of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and make sure, so like Landrum here, we probably could have competed, but whatever. And we're just going to clear out the board, clear out a couple spaces, see what else is sitting in low lock. You know, people like a 60 overall JUCO tackle, I'm all set. Have fun with them, UMass. See, the problem is now we're in the purgatory of halfbacks and wide receivers, which I don't really need. I don't need another D tackle unless I think he can play as a. You know what? I'll go for it because I could use a D end. Now there's some cornerbacks floating around here. Now that they know I don't really need them. At this point, I'm just hoping for some gems or something. So this guy, I'm not gonna bother going after him. What about the outside linebacker? Not bad. Guard. Pretty good. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at Elbert right here. Another cornerback. But he's a better overall athlete than the other cornerbacks we're going after. Josh Lewis is a +7 gem. This guy's not bad either. So I can keep them kicking around. So I definitely want to go after Lewis and Elbert. Alright, sorry, Dunn. You're losing your points. All right, we'll probably jump forward a couple more weeks here, and I will fill you guys in on what's going on when we get there. All right, guys, so here we are. We are in week 8. We are 4-1 right now. We actually lost by 2 points to Navy last week, but we beat UCF pretty comfortably. So on the field, it's going pretty well, and the recruiting's going pretty well, too. Now, we got a bunch of players coming to visit this week. Now, Mosby, We have a huge lead right now, so that's looking good. We got Albert up here, the athlete who we discovered before. We jumped up to a decent lead there, and hopefully we can keep running away. Unfortunately, the 77 overall athlete who we were going after, we overtook LSU. They realized what was going on, and then they came right back. So we just, again, cut losses. They had only overtaken us by 1 week, and I'm like, no, I see where this is going. We're going to lose like 400 points a week. I'm out. We got other people. Reggie Cochran, he's coming in for a visit this week, actually. So I'm hoping we impress him. Roger Jacobs, we're good. Hayes, we're good. Mangum. I'm going to keep calling him Magnum. Willie Harris, Nate Carter, like all these guys are doing pretty well. Martin Nelson, it's sort of a race. Houston, another kind of, waste of points sometimes it feels like. And then Jacob Parker, just, again, def. But then I started going after Adam Richardson, a 69 overall guard. Just getting them in here. Because you get someone in the high 60s like this, redshirt them by their senior year, they'll be like an 85, 90 overall. So he can still be a contributing member. And Rudy Brown, just found him last week. He's a +6, I believe? +7 gem. So 71 overall outside linebacker. Again, coming in. He can catch a red shirt too. So Josh Dunn, still not getting any points, but hopefully soon. And the rest of the board, again, it's just sort of the people I forgot about. Looks like Hardy is going to be going to Texas. Matt Fox, I'm not even going after him, and we have a lead. He probably wouldn't be bad. I'm going to slide you up the board, actually, because we're bringing in guards and not tackles. I moved him up. He locked us out. It's fine. But luckily, we did sign at least one prospect. We got Chad Joseph. Yay. All right, let's see. Can we win, and can we impress recruits? Well, we only won by 3, but it's still a win. We already matched last season's win total. So a bowl game could be in our future. Oh, we play UMass still. Oh, never mind. We should be able... We'll easily get into a bowl game, you would think. And New Mexico State's on the schedule. Perfect. Even if we win the conference pretty convincingly this year, I'm still going to stay in the American for probably another year or two after this. Just so our overalls jumped. I just don't want to get fired. We already have the maxed out points for the entire season. I got another skill point. So we're getting pretty close and getting in territory of getting kitchen sink. I don't want to get fired as soon as we get kitchen sink. So as tempting as it be to go to the ACC, we can hang out in the American for a little bit. All right, we didn't sign anyone. We got some other people ready to visit, but we got some pretty good bonuses here. And we got the school record for sacks in the game. All right, the board's looking good. I guess I'll just sort of sim forward and update you guys as people sign. All right, guys, we're here in week 11, going pretty well, 7-1 now. I think we're actually in a lot better shape than I thought we were going to be. Now, for the recruits, we signed Cochran, we signed Hayes, so 2 of our biggest needs, offensive line and cornerback. That's going to go a long way to help. Got a couple more people coming in to visit this week, including Mosby and Elbert. A lot of these guys, we have big leads. The only one who's concerning is Willie Harris. Georgia discovered him. They had their visit, so they jumped up a lot of points. Now they're getting about 200 a week. I'm going to keep him around, and depending on how the offseason looks, I might just dump all my points into him. Because I don't think Georgia's going to go that hard after him. And otherwise, like a lot of these other people, we got pretty decent leads. I did finally give up on that 68 overall cornerback because Boston College had their visit, and we were about 1,100 points back, so it wasn't worth it anymore. Then a couple guys down here on the bottom of the board. So Josh Dunn, obviously, we're finally going after him. Steve Griffin and Calvin Thomas, just found them this week. Again, they're just sort of luxuries if we can get them. I don't even know. Thomas, what are you good at? You would also be a cornerback, maybe a safety. You're a little too slow. You could definitely be a safety. Maybe even a coverage. No, your tackling sucks. So yeah, probably a free safety, which wouldn't be bad. We did level up. We're level 10 now as a coach, so I got a bonus to the recruits coming in to visit. So an extra 100 points, and hopefully we have a good visit, and maybe a couple of these people sign. Well, we won 55-7, so at least that part will be important. All right, there we go. We got Carter, Mosby, not so much. That's okay. We also got Parker, which I kind of figured we were right there, and the right guard is finally locked up. I gave him a scholarship finally, so maybe that helped. A couple other people ready to visit. We're in pretty good shape now. That jumped us up to the number 60 overall class. We were just number 97, so getting some people helped. And again, we got a lot of other bigger prospects we should be signing in the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Mosby, we're right there now. Elbert, Jacob, so we're right there with most of these people. Harris, yeah, Georgia closed that gap just a little bit more. We're just trying to stay in contention of the offseason. All right, just take a quick look at this. So Navy's up to number 8 in the country. They're 7-1. They're the only team we lost to. We're not even ranked in the top 25. So it looks like we're not even gonna have a chance at the conference title. But I mean, 8-1. We're definitely going to a bowl game after all this. All right, we got Ricky Brown as a finalist for best linebacker. That's all we've had so far. So we're not ranked, and we got one player who's a finalist for an award. We're 8-1, but apparently still a very mediocre program. All right, we're gonna go to the end of the regular season. We're gonna have a bowl game, so not all the way to the end of the season, just to the end of the regular season, and we'll see what we're looking like. All right, so here we are at the end of the regular season, and we are in the conference championship game. I guess things fell off. We'll look at all that in a second, but first, just flipping through, because we signed close to everyone. So obviously, these 3 we already had. Parker we locked up. Houston, I believe we did that right before I stopped recording before. So we got Carter, the 78 overall wide receiver. Again, he's a luxury. The 69 offensive lineman. We got Mangum. We got the 79 JUCO. We got Elbert. We got Mosby. Both of those guys will be cornerbacks for us. Joel Henry and Rudy Brown, some outside linebacker depth. So this is starting to look real solid for us. Now, Georgia, eventually they overtook us. We did manage to get 2 points in the kitchen sink by the end of the season. A little, too little, too late. But at least we're still floating around for Harris. We also got Josh Dunn here, who's so close. I'm hoping that what I can do... I mean, the rest of these guys, I'm not really overly concerned with. I was throwing points at them because I had the points. If I can get one more skill point... which seems like it's pretty far-fetched for me to do, but I guess if we win the next 2 games, anything's possible. If I can get one more skill point, have some more off-season points, then what I would do is take the bonus points and throw in between Thomas and Dunn. Like, maybe kick Dunn, 1,000 points, kick Thomas another 1,000 or something like that, and then put the rest on Willie Harris, and then hope for the best. Well, we're ranked number 20, UCF number 24. We already beat them once. And we won 41-24 last time. It was pretty handy victory. 2 points away from a perfect record on the season. Some close games sort of in the middle, but then Cincinnati, we just basically started pulling away from everyone after that. Yeah, Navy ended up just alternating wins and losses down the stretch. So between a loss to Old Dominion and Temple, that was enough for us. Temple finishes 2nd place in the conference, which is good that they lost another game, because we didn't play them. Because the American right now, there's 13 teams in here. So that was the one team from our division we didn't play. Alright, we're projecting to go to the Fight Hunger Bowl. Let's see what happens if we win here. I don't know if that's projecting us to win or not. I would assume so. Well, we lost anyway, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so instead of the Fight Hunger Bowl, we're going to the Poinsettia Bowl, playing Utah State. Somehow they're the home team. I don't know. We should be favored. We should be able to win here. So obviously no awards for us, although we were a finalist for Coach of the Year, which we had a pretty solid season, so thankfully. And we're still in the top 25, so that's good. Fighting Irish versus Florida State for the national championship. I'm pulling Florida State here. I have this bias against Notre Dame in this game. I think it's just because they've been a really good program for a long time, but this game makes them out, like them and Texas. They make into national powerhouses. Now, Texas makes more sense because 8 years ago, they were kind of still considered in that range. Notre Dame hasn't won a championship, I think, in my lifetime. I don't remember 100%. I just want to flip through All-Americans real quick and see if we got anyone. We'll look at season stats afterwards. Just after the final game is played. No one making All-NCAA. Newton made All-Freshman. I keep forgetting the redshirted players still count for this. That's it. There we go. We got 2 halfbacks on here. That's how good we played. That's the power of the Wisconsin playbook. So the quarterback, both halfbacks. We got the right guard, right tackle. He was preseason All-American. Davis at D tackle. Brown, again, he was a finalist, so that's good. And Martin, our freshman kicker, made it. Second team, there's rushing. We got a left tackle, left guard, center. All right, so we had a good amount of offensive linemen make it. We had Smith making it right end. Mackey, our middle linebacker. And Goddard, the strong safety. Okay. So we got some All-Americans. That's good. Yeah, look, all those All-Americans bumped us up. Now we only need 350 points to get one more skill point. God, I'm hoping we win here. Oh, we smoked them 41-14. All right, perfect. We got that 1 point. So that's going to give us an extra 1,500 points. Great. All right, so we're just going to flip through the leaders real quick. We'll look at our own stats after, but Lowe, by 700 yards, led the nation in passing yards. Wasn't expecting that. Smith, not so great with rushing yards. I don't know. I thought he would have had better stats. Rushing led a team in receiving yards. Brown led a team in tackles. All right, that makes sense. Brown also led a team in sacks. And Johnson led the team in interceptions. So 4,500 yards for Lowe, 41 touchdowns, only 5 picks. Real solid season. Real solid season. Damn. Not even Heisman consideration for that. Oh yeah, it was a two-headed monster at halfback. Okay, so Smith, 887 yards, Powell, 864. 15 touchdowns for Powell, 13 for Smith. Not bad. That makes a lot of sense. Receiving, oh, Vaughn had the most catches. They both had 9 touchdowns apiece here. All right, so it was spread around a little bit. 7 for Golden. Damn, Brown even had 19 TFLs. Yeah, not a ton of turnovers for us, though. You know, Johnson had 4, Goddard with 3, Mackey with 2. Keller, Brown, Brooks all picking 1 up apiece. Forced a decent amount of fumbles, though. Doesn't look like we scooped any of them up. Oh, we got some. All right. And Notre Dame won the national championship. Dang it. All right, let's jump into the offseason. All right, so good news. We just got a 6-year contract extension. Bad news. Grunt just left us. Took the head coaching job at Rice. How dare you? The tight end is trying to transfer. You're going to be... well, actually, you're going to be the backup again next year, aren't you? All right, what promises you're going to catch 50 passes? Okay, good thing we got that 77 overall tight end. He sat on a red shirt, and now he's leaving. All right, well, the good news is we got 2 players getting drafted. The wide receiver, the middle linebacker, the quarterback, not so much. Again, if I wanted to cheese it, I could have made him gain 10 pounds, and maybe he could have been drafted, but it just was not meant to be. There are some pretty good players leaving us right now. But again, we've got wide receivers. It's just... oh, the tight end. We're going to have to find another tight end now. I went from thinking we were signing 2 tight ends, we were going to be all set, to now we don't have any. I should really pay more attention to their pitches and, like, not redshirt people who want to stay. That's something I should do in the future. All right, so the final point spread. We'll do 8,500 points on Willie Harris, because, again, if Georgia's going to go all out, we're not getting them anyways. And if they don't go all out, they'll probably offer them, like, 5,000, so this should be good. Dunn, 1,000 points. That should definitely close that gap. We'll get them. Thomas, 2,000. That'll get us in the green. Hopefully that'll be enough. And I don't care about anyone else on the board down here. Half of them we're already, like, locked out of, basically. And we're sitting at the number 17 class going into signing day, so hopefully we just sign a couple so we see... I just want to stay in the top 25. I don't think we can jump into the top 10, but if we just stay in the top 25, we're good. Oh, we didn't get him anyways. UTSA out of nowhere just offered a bunch of points. Well, we got Willie Harris, and Dunn, we got him too. All right, well, that stinks about Thomas, but if he's going to be quarterback, we don't need him anyways. And he was 75 speed, 85 excel, so he was going to be a slow safety regardless. So I threw points at him just because he'd be nice to have. Yep, top 25 class, top class in the conference. Yeah, okay, we're good. Oh, we jumped up to the number 14 class. Cool. I'll take it. Yeah, Wyoming almost had this guy and just, like, didn't offer him any points at the end. So, oh, Stanford went out of him after him too. So they just waited until the end and just, like, dumped all their points on him. All right, well, at least I only, you know, I got everyone else, so I'm fine. All right, we managed to grab this tight end too. Yay. At least that sophomore I can give a red shirt now. We got the 59 overall defensive end. Perfect. Just what I wanted. 59 overall wide receiver too. Wow. And to avoid people transferring for playing time, what you might end up seeing, I'll do all the cuts and stuff right before the end of the episode. Or no, it'll be after the end of the episode. You won't see the cuts, so you'll see it in the next episode. But I might just go and cut all the cornerbacks on my roster except for the guy I signed last year. And just have him and all the athletes I brought in this year, and that'll be my secondary. This way they all get some playing time. Also, recruiting going forward is going to be so much easier now because we're going to have kitchen sink fully maxed out right at the beginning of the season. All right, Albert, I'm going to slide you over to safety for a second here. So you're a 74 strong safety. Now what about Harris? Can you slide over? You're only going to lose a point going over there. All right, so Harris will put you at strong safety. We'll leave Elbert here at free safety. He'll catch a red shirt. Carter is now the best overall wide receiver on the roster. It won't last very long. Now, can you play tight end? No. I'm just looking at the strength stats. How about you? Nope. What about you? You're a scrub. No. Okay. Yeah, losing that tight end definitely threw some things off, but at least we got Barrett hanging around here. Oh, wait a second. Hayes can play. He doesn't have to play guard. He can actually slide in the tackle and not lose any points. All right, so what I'm going to do then. All right, so you come over here. You take a red shirt. You take a red shirt. Sit behind Beck for a year. Then you'll be our left tackle, so that's all set. Howard's only a sophomore. Mullins is only a sophomore. So we'll have Morse for 2 more seasons. He's only a junior. Redshirt these guys. And right tackle is an issue, like that's a pressing issue for next season. Jacob's just going to come right in here and be the instant starter at right end. I thought he was going to catch a red shirt. I guess not, because we haven't signed anyone. All right, so I'll keep my eyes out for better linebackers, but at the very least, Rudy Brown catches a red shirt. 71 overall, so he'll be good at the left. Middle linebacker, we got Mangum here. Even though he's only got 70 Excel, I'm just noticing this now. Again, I'm not using him. But he'll catch a red shirt and then instantly be a starter when he comes back. Right outside linebacker, Joseph has the speed, 80 speed, 94 Excel. He can catch a red shirt, and he'll have a couple years to develop behind Ricky Brown here. Secondary, we'll just sort of play it by ear. We definitely now, between Atkins, Mosby, and Cochran, we're looking good for the future. Vinay and Williams down here are going to help long-term. Waird's probably going to get cut. Elbert, he'll have a couple years. McPherson's coming back off his red shirt after transferring in. So a couple years, Elbert will be the starter. And over on this side, same thing. Harris will be the starter after a couple years with Sellers. And now the same way we're going to end every episode, let's take a look at the training results. I'm seeing a couple +6s right off the top. All right. This is looking promising. So Brigham, despite my attempts at starting him, he gets a +5 up to an 89 overall. And then we got McIntyre behind him as an 83 coming off his red shirt. Marshall got a +7. So we got a pretty deep quarterback room here if it comes down to it. So halfback Powell's up to a 92 in his senior year. So again, we have another 90 overall halfback. Smith is going to break that trend next year. And actually, Robinson might just overtake him. Although, Smith with the pure speed, 90 speed, 94 Excel. Robinson, 89 speed, 80 Excel. Fullback, +5, still terrible. Wide receivers, yeah, this is going to be a down year for the wideouts. We've got the bodies here. We've got the youth here. They just need to develop. So Newton, sophomore, gets up to an 82. 81 for Parham, hasn't played it down yet. Birch, he's a junior, 79. Williams, a junior, 78. Munoz, junior, 78. And Gray's a freshman. He only gets a +3, but up to a 75. So, like, the bottom part of the depth chart is looking pretty good. It's just there's no top-end talent just yet. Tight end, Rushing gets a +5 to an 87. Barrett, a +5 to a 79. I really... man, I wish I had that extra tight end just to redshirt him. All right, Beck's only getting a +3 up to an 84. +4 for Howard, though, 82. +5 and +7 here for the center. So I don't have another center again, do I? I didn't sign a crap. This would have been a good year to redshirt Mullins. Right guard Morse is up to an 84. McMahon getting a +4 up to an 80. So solid offensive line. Estes getting a +5, making up for that +2 last year, kind of. So an 82 overall for him. Davis got a +5. Again, he'll sort of sit on the bench for a couple seasons. We have the JUCO guy coming in. 89 overall now for Davis. McCall getting a +4 to a 79. Carter and Miller picking up +5s on their red shirts. So D tackle, we're all set. Keller getting a +4 up to an 87. Martin behind him getting a +5, 81. So we've got some depth here at left outside linebacker. Middle linebacker +4, +5, but they're both seniors, so that's not really helping too much. And right outside linebacker getting a +4 for Brown. Johnson a +5, Johnson a +4. Oh, that's right, they're both Johnson. Atkins got a +4 on a red shirt. Smith got a +5. So now, all of a sudden, now our worst cornerback would have been our best cornerback last year, pretty much. And a lot of these guys are still going to get cut to make room for the new athletes who came in. Curry got a +6. McPherson a +4. All right, but now the question is, Curry is 1 point better, but I still might put McPherson in because he's a year younger. Sellards only got a +3. Never mind. So I was tempted to do it before, but I didn't. So I'm going to start Curry over at strong safety, or whichever one plays better over at strong. Our kicker got a +5. Okay, so we're going to have to talk him into staying at 1 point. And the punter with a +6. So now they're both really good. All right, so we definitely have lost a lot of the top-end talent. Only 2 players with a 90 overall. But, man, that back half of the roster is really full. Like, now we don't... Like, the bottom of the roster is nowhere near as bad as it was. If I can just solidify a couple spots on the offensive line, maybe a couple defensive ends, some linebackers, and tight end now is going to be a need. I think we're okay. I think we're pretty solid going forward. So now it's just sort of best player available. Even now, because we're a couple years in, quarterbacks, we got a junior, a freshman, and a sophomore. If I happen to see another good quarterback, I can add him on if I want to, but I don't have to go looking for one. Halfback, I'm definitely going to want like a blue chip prospect because we keep getting those 69, 70 overall players. If I can get a 78 overall halfback prospect, redshirt him, and just let him loose. And based on what the roster looks like because of how spread out it is, I might switch us over to a spread playbook for next season because the fullback, we just don't have one. So why am I going to waste my time playing that? I need something that works well with a pocket passer. I'll look into it. By the time you guys see this, I'll probably already have the rest of the series recorded, honestly. So I'll look it up and figure out a good one for a pocket passer, maybe a good pro-style offense. It's something where we don't play the tight end very much. Otherwise, I guess we might just be stuck with Wisconsin. God, I'm going to have to go after a couple tight ends or a fullback or something next season. But this will be where I wrap up this episode. Pretty good season for us, I'd say. 12-2, number 21 in the country, won the conference, signed a top 25 class, top 15 class, actually, and some pretty good training results. Good season. Next season will be better. Not on the field, but in the recruiting. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please be sure to hit like down below. If you want to see more from me, be sure to subscribe. Hit that notification bell to get it delivered directly to your inbox every single time I upload. Any thoughts, suggestions, whatever you may have, leave all that down in the comment section below. Everything you leave down there, I will always respond to, unless you are the trolliest of trolls. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Shane. I'm out.